What made you rage? Quit high school. During lunchtime, I was watching everyone eat their sad-looking pizza squares when I decided to order McDonald's on DoorDash. My stomach was growling and I hadn't eaten breakfast because my dad works nights and my mom leaves for her job at 5 a.m. The school wanted me to pay $6.50 for a grilled cheese that looked like cardboard, and I wasn't about to do that when I could get 2 McChickens for the same price. The thing that killed me was that I made too much money for free lunch by literally $17 a month. My parents worked their butts off at multiple jobs, and because of that $17, I had to pay full price for garbage food. Meanwhile, I watched teachers order DoorDash every single day. Mrs. Boone got Chipotle delivered to the front office twice a week. Coach Parrish had pizza delivered every Friday. Even the security guards ordered Chinese food and ate it at their desk by the metal detectors. I figured if they could do it, then so could I. I placed my order for 2 McChickens and a large fry and waited for the notification. The app said 20 minutes, so I asked for a bathroom pass and headed toward the front entrance. I could already taste those perfectly seasoned fries and that crispy chicken with extra mayo just how I liked it. The DoorDash driver texted me that he was outside. I walked through the main entrance where Officer Leon was scrolling on his phone, not even looking up. The driver was this nice older guy named Roberto who smiled when he saw me. I had tipped him $4 because I knew how hard those delivery jobs were from watching my cousin do it last summer. Roberto handed me the bag and said, "Enjoy your lunch, man," before heading back to his car. I was walking back through the entrance feeling pretty good about my life choices when everything went sideways. Officer Leon suddenly jumped up from his chair like someone lit him on fire. Before I could even process what was happening, he grabbed my arm and yelled, "Drop the bag!" I was so confused I just stood there holding my McDonald's like an idiot. Then Officer Davis came running from nowhere and tackled me to the ground. My face hit the dirty school tile and I felt my lips split open. The McDonald's bag went flying and I heard my McChickens hit the floor with a sad splat. French fries scattered everywhere like little yellow pickup sticks. Officer Leon was kneeling on my back while Officer Davis grabbed my arms and pulled them behind me. Kids were starting to gather in the hallway recording everything on their phones. They dragged me to my feet and started marching me to the main office like I had just tried to assassinate the king in Old England. My lip was bleeding and I kept trying to explain it was just McDonald's, but they weren't listening. Officer Leon kept saying I allowed an unauthorized adult onto school premises and created a security breach. They shoved me into the little conference room beside the principal's office and told me to sit down and shut up. I sat in that room for 4 hours. 4 actual hours staring at motivational posters about reaching for the stars while my stomach growled and my lip throbbed. Nobody brought me water or let me use the bathroom. They confiscated my phone so I couldn't even text my parents or doom scroll to pass the time. I could hear them outside talking about protocols and lockdown procedures like I'd brought a terrorist into the building instead of a DoorDash driver. Finally, Principal Powell walked in with Officer Leon and some cop I'd never seen before. They sat across from me with these serious faces like we were in some FBI interrogation about crime rings. Principal Powell started talking about how I'd put the entire school at risk. He said I'd violated multiple security policies by directing an unknown adult to approach the building. The cop chimed in about how anyone could pretend to be a delivery driver, and I should have known better. I tried to explain about the teachers ordering food all the time, but Principal Powell cut me off. He said staff members had different protocols and clearances than students. He said what I did showed poor judgment and disregard for safety. Then he started talking about suspension and how this would go on my permanent record. The cop added that I was lucky they weren't pressing charges for creating a public disturbance. That's when something inside me just snapped. These people had tackled me over a McDonald's order. They'd made me bleed and treated me like a criminal and wasted my entire day. They'd thrown away the food I'd paid for with money I earned at my weekend job, and now they were trying to make me feel bad about it while teachers probably had sushi delivered to their classrooms. I stood up and looked Principal Powell dead in the eye. Then I raised both middle fingers high in the air. "This is what I think of your protocols." The cop started to stand up, but I was already walking toward the door. Full story on channel linked below.